First thing is a thank you. We're here from the Southwest region, and the thank you is to Bournemouth University for hosting the event, because the first B that rolls off the tongue is always Bristol. And we tend to think big conurbation, big engine of industry, and things get centred there. But the activities and the effect of investing in innovation and science happen all across the region, from its eastern borders right the way down to Gallimore. And so it's kind of refreshing to be at a different location, actually effectively on the eastern border of the Southwest region. And so thank you to Bournemouth for hosting us. And maybe for some of you it's made the logistics of getting here be a bit simpler. So why am I here? I'm Robin Gallimore. I'm chairman of the Science and Industry Council for Southwest RDA. And that's a collection of people. There are a couple of council members in the audience with me. Jim Murray's at the back there. Professor Nick Beckford from Bournemouth is here and is effectively hosting us. And if you want to find out more of what the council does, and if you want to have some impact on what they do, then talk to me or those people. We effectively work in an advisory role. There are about a dozen or more of us with experience in science and industry innovation and business development in different contexts and different stages. The Southwest RDA, like all the RDAs, realises that the creation of economic value is one of the most important things that we should concentrate on. And science and innovation and its application to the creation of value is a place to focus. And so we help try to get some perspective on what the important areas for investment are and what kind of instruments can be used to help create value more effectively from science and innovation. But more specifically, looking the right way around. You can see the objectives here. In terms of exploiting knowledge, one of the big objectives is to connect intellectual capital in our higher education and research institutions to businesses and enterprises who are trying to create value. And so things like we'll find out nationally funded schemes like knowledge transfer partnerships, where you can get access to financial support to connect academics and typically small medium enterprises and get the transfer of people on secondment as associates to help with specific technology transfer problems. The Great Western Research funds placement of studentships, for instance, on projects that are driven by business. So businesses come with proposals and they'll fund studentship to look at a specific area. So there are maybe 50 studentships being funded at the moment. There are 50 in the pipeline, and there's still capacity for more studentships in the current funding round. So that connection of intellectual capital to the opportunity to create value is one area that the RDA and the other bodies try to help in making that connection. In promoting business and investment, this afternoon you'll find the three levels of funding being discussed that come out of at the European level through frameworks, currently Framework 7, nationally through the Technology Strategy Board, which is homed in Swindon and runs national programs for collaborative research and for networking through innovation platforms and knowledge transfer platforms. And then if we get down to the regional level, the Southwest Regional Development Agency operates a scheme called Grant for R&D, where businesses in the region can bid for support on a project basis, either early cycle, they're trying to fund some risk and getting an idea to a plausible state, or for doing kind of manufacture or deployability proof of concept, where there are, if you look at the funnel, there are typically few get down through the funnel and require more funding to get them over the hump and into the market. But all the way through that innovation cycle, at European, at national and at regional level, there's support in terms of connection into the knowledge base at all of those levels, and also financial support to help with the stages of investment in ideas, trying to get them to market. And then lastly, we specifically are interested in the Southwest. We have a rich and varied commercial and business and technological base in the Southwest. It's got some challenges because it's the biggest geography. It's got probably the biggest variability in terms of industrial development of any of the regions. And it also has a very broad portfolio of sectors that are represented. And so communicating across those the different levels of development. One of the interesting things in the Southwest, I suppose, is a lot of people who want to create value do it in the Southwest because they make lifestyle choices. And what we don't want that to be is a sort of self-limiting decision. And from the point of view of communications and access to markets and so on. And so the availability of things like transport infrastructure and access to transport, but also the new developments of digital Britain and ubiquitous high-speed broadband can help to remove some of the natural barriers that could be. If you're in certain sectors, say if you're in marine and you also like windsurfing, then Southwest is a great place to be doing what you do. Why would you want to do that in Coventry or Derby or wherever?